The Metal Gear series may be one of the most enduring video game franchises out there, but it's also one of the weirdest. And if you don't believe me, this is a game series that has featured bipedal robots that pee, gives you the opportunity to defeat bosses by just not playing, considers the cardboard box a viable espionage tool, like in all seriousness, and has broken the fourth wall with the explicit point of making fun of the player. This is one weird game. The game's most obvious oddities, though, are the characters that Snake himself encounters during the games. Here are 5 of them that are featured in Metal Gear Solid that I thought were really weird. For spoilery reasons, I'm leaving out the Phantom Pain. You can check out the cards in the top right-hand corner for more Phantom Pain-related things. But before I get too ahead of myself, let's do this. Johnny Sasaki is the soldier that guards a captured Solid Snake in the first Metal Gear Solid, who then has a situation with his bowels. He just poops his pants, and that provides Snake with his chance to escape. The character, or an ancestor or relative, I mean this is weird in and of itself, has appeared in every Metal Gear with the express purpose of just shitting his pants. That said, the character does redeem himself in Metal Gear Solid 4, where he gets more to do than just mess up his dungarees. He has an amazing combat scene with Meryl Silverberg towards that game's end, although he does dirty his pants in that scene as well. Poor guy. According to the game's developers, Johnny is actually named after Hideki Sasaki, a character modeler on the team. Sasaki was known among the staff for his slack-off behavior, and the Johnny Sasaki character was included in the game as an in-joke. That team is mean, guys! That is a mean thing to do. That's cruel and inhumane. I hope he didn't poop his pads in the office. Every Metal Gear game has a special forces unit for Snake to battle, obviously. In Metal Gear Solid 4, that unit was the Beauty and the Beast unit, which was an all-woman Super Cyborg task team, which is kinda awesome. Ladies kicking butt is always a good thing. But the Beauty and the Beasts are weird because each member of the team is utterly overcome by a single emotion, reflected in their names, which can make fighting them very weird and disturbing. The strangest is Crying Wolf, who is constantly sobbing during battle. It's weird because since she's basically a quadrupedal robo-tank that can absorb tons of damage, what does she really have to cry about? Oh yes, murdering an entire refugee camp when she was a child. Right, okay. I understand now. Vamp. So yeah, his real name is Vamp. He's from Romania, where he can walk on water and walls, sort of flies, and drinks blood. Also, he's immortal. Okay, so obviously he's a vampire, right? We've all watched a science vampire because his powers come from nanomachines, but yeah, a vampire. But the weird part isn't that we have vampires in the military, but it's why Kojima decided to call him Vamp.
He lost his family to a terrorist bomb that went off in a church they were attending. His body pierced by a crucifix, Vamp was buried under the rubble for 2 days before he was finally rescued. During those 2 days, he survived by feeding on the blood of his family to quench his thirst. That was how he acquired a taste for blood.
So that's why they call him Vamp.
No, Vamp isn't for vampire, it's because he's bisexual.
Sure, that's why he's called Vamp, Kojima. Mistral is one of the boss characters from the excellent Metal Gear Rising. Her backstory is that she's an orphan thanks to the Algerian Civil War, and that experience puts her on the path of vengeance, or revengeance. So she discovers she's really good at killing, and so just keeps on doing it, because that's reasonable, right? You have an aptitude for murder, you take it to its full extent, don't stop doing it. What else are you gonna do? But that's not the weird part. Her weapon of choice is disembodied robot arms. Lots and lots of robot arms. Everywhere. It's just creepy. Speaking of arms, so in Metal Gear Solid, the cyborg ninja cut off Revolver Ocelot's right arm. Instead of getting a cyborg arm like everybody else in the Metal Gear universe who loses a limb, that actually happens a lot in the game. Anyway, Ocelot decides, I'll just take the arm from the corpse of my best buddy Liquid Snake. I mean, it's a perfectly good arm. What could possibly go wrong? Turns out the arm was haunted.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake?
Liquid Snake's arm being haunted and taking possession of Ocelot was an idea that was so dumb and so out there that even Kojima abandoned it by the time that Metal Gear Solid 4 rolled out. They went with a hypnosis, drugs, psychotherapy, and nanomachines angle to explain that Ocelot only thought he was Liquid Snake, and the whole transplanted arm thing is just glossed over. It's still weird, but definitely less weird than a possessed arm. Comment with your favorite Metal Gear character, weird or not. Don't forget to check out the cards in the top right hand corner of this video to see more Metal Gear related videos. Smash that like button and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. It means so much to me that you guys are involved. Don't forget to smash that like button. It means a lot. High five a stranger. Adios.